Hello and a warm welcome. It's the Fair Play News Cup's one-day series, the fourth ODI, powered by SkyX.net. And it is Australia versus Sri Lanka. And we are live at the R. Premadas International Stadium. And another very hot afternoon. Right, great minds think alike. Brad Haddon and the captain of Australia thinking the same. Now look at that team. Well, Hasaranga is the only change. And interestingly, it is Dushmantha Shamira who's taking a break after some injury. But what about Australia? They're going the other way. They've got Pat Cummins.
Yeah, they brought Pat Cummins in. They've only made one change with Pat Cummins coming in, Richardson going out. I think it's a really smart move. You need your senior players to step up when you're behind in the series, and none more experienced than Test captain Paddy Cummins. Smart move from Australia.
Indeed, interesting moves indeed. Spinners for Sri Lanka. Australia bringing in a seam bowler. So let's see how the game goes.
Immediately off the mark. A good start by Dikwala in the middle of the bat. Yeah, I think Jai Richardson especially naturally aggressive every time. Dikwala spin or pace. Got him. Carey nearly made a hash of that, but did him in the end. Locked himself in the end. Dikwala came out of the crease. Just had a feeling Maxwell probably would have seen. No, not almost. He did yoke himself, and a simple bit of stump should have been, but Alex Carey made a mess of it, but recovered on time. And Maxwell 2-in-2. Previous game was clean ball. Dikwala this time stumped. Gone for one. Sri Lanka loses their first at 5 runs. The Australians are chasing down. Lovely strike. Good use of the feet. Great use of the feet. Lovely shot. Kusal Mendes coming down the track. That time Maxwell just giving a little bit of air and brings up the first 6 of the innings. Kusal Mendes, as SD mentioned before, someone that Sri Lanka have looked into. Never let it down. Look at that for a stroke. Not trying to hit too hard. Head position brilliant. Going with the stroke. Playing with the turn. A simple 6. Beautiful shot. Shot this time by Josh Hazlewood. And Kusal Mendes right on top. Keeps it on ground. A beautiful boundary. With a battery of fast bowlers.
Has that just run onto the stump? This might have just rolled onto the off stump.
Lucky that the bail didn't fall off. For a second, we just thought everything is over and it was a dead ball. All of a sudden, this happened. When things go your way, it definitely goes your way. Very lucky there, Nissanka.
Got him, chopped it on. Big wicket because Mendes has looked in decent shape. And it's Cummins.
Trying to go square of the wicket this time. Kusal Mendes probably would have beat for pace, inside edge. The foot movement, I don't think he did move his feet that much. Was standing in the crease. And Pat Cummins, the length was perfect. Pretty unlucky, I should say, inside edge ball for the batsman, but I thought Pat Cummins, man for Australia. Getting it off. Kusal Mendes is a man in form for 14. Sri Lanka 26 for 2.
Nick Vaughan bowling that corridor, and Australia pick up a big one. It's Pathum Nissanka who goes.
A huge wicket there for Australia. Mitch Marsh is a wicket taker. That's cross seam once again. A little bit of bounce. Just open the face. Simple catch there to Alex Carey. Senka's on his way. Australia now have Sri Lanka 3 for 34.
Pathum Nissanka scores 13, 34 for 3. 57 for 3.
Goes for the slog sweep and he'll get it in the gap and he'll get a boundary. It's the first after almost 3 overs, 17 balls for that last boundary, because boundary hitting hasn't been easy.
One thing we're sure, Dhananjay will. And there he's on the leg stump. He loves that stroke over mid-wicket, slog sweep. Straight away after the water break, a boundary to start with.
Yeah, good start to the over.
Off his shape. This time another slow ball bouncer. Luckily Dhananjay Silva got that gap and a boundary. Very important, huge effort by Glenn Maxwell, and a boundary after a very long time.
Yeah, that bounced. Was in control. In there and in the gap. Again, that bounce of Green. That will be a factor. From someone as tall as he is. For a moment I thought he bowled a cutter into the pitch. That was fuller, quicker. It actually looked a cutter into the pitch, but the pace, the speed of gun seemed to suggest something else. It seemed to suggest that it was quicker, but that really didn't come on, and Dhananjay had to wait for a while.
Even I thought the same. Even I thought it was a cutter into the pitch. But saying that, Australians wouldn't mind that much. Dhananjay de Silva wasn't comfortable, wasn't in control with that stroke.
Swinging away on the onside. This time it will be a boundary. Pace on the ball. And he enjoyed it. He enjoyed the extra pace. It was banged into the pitch.
Lanka gets it away into space. That's 4 more. The boundaries are leaking. All of a sudden, the 100 comes up for Sri Lanka.
That's a good shot. That's a really good shot. It's just too much for Cameron Green to do at long off. The outfield's so quick, but it's more the stroke. He's got that fine. He's got that very, very fine. Brilliantly played. Again, fine. This is more of an outside edge, and it will find the boundary. A big over. Big over for Sri Lanka. 11 from it. 135 for 3.
Wasn't a bad over. Hazelwood hit the areas that he did want. But one was worked very neatly, and then... Yeah, he is looking to run it down, but the edge is what gives him 4. If it had gone to plan, it would have been the 1. 11 off it. Brings up the 100 partnership.
Contribution has been immense. It's the strike rate that's very impressive. Let's bear in mind that they walked to the wicket under pressure. Sri Lanka were 3 down. And we're 3 down for 34. So to go at a run a ball in a pressurized situation, that's some batting.
Mitch Marsh into the attack, so pace from both ends. Just trying to figure out or think whether there are any chances, opportunities other than the one from Pat Cummins which hit the stumps and the bails didn't fall off of Lanka. Can't think of anything.
Well, I was about to say those were the 2 opportunities. The fact that you've glued the bails onto the stumps has made a big difference here. That's twice, not just once. The balls hit the stumps.
The first one had no momentum on it.
Brilliant catch. Brilliant from Maxwell at mid-wicket. It needed something special to break the partnership. It takes something special from Maxwell.
Wanted to launch it, but the pace, the faster bowlers into the attack, and the game changes. Very nicely done, and so easily done by Glenn Maxwell. Second wicket for Mitch Marsh. Australia back in it. Dhananjay de Silva batted beautifully, has thrown it away once again. He's got 60. 135 for 4.
Long away on the leg side. That's a boundary. Short delivery. More runs. That is half century. What an innings from him. 51 of 60. His 6th 50 in ODI cricket. And another important one for the young left-hander.
This is a very mature knock from Lanka. We know his style. He likes to move the game forward. He likes to play the big shots and score high percentage of his runs in boundaries. But today he wasn't able to do that. He came in to score at 3 for 34 and he's accumulated this 50. He's worked the ball well. And now he's at a really interesting time in his innings where he's faced a few balls. He's confident now he's got 50 and he's one player that can take the game away from Australia. But he's played a really mature knock.
I think you spoke about Sri Lanka's accumulation of runs. Oh, trouble here. This is trouble. This is trouble. Dasun Shanaka turned blind, ran blind. There wasn't a second run at all. And that is unfortunate. Really unfortunate. And he's got to go a fairly easy run out. Take a look at this. Ran the first run hard at Sri Lanka. He was interested in the second. He started. Dasun Shanaka just kept running.
The problem they got into there, the captain Sharnika was watching the fielder and not responding to his batsman. Sri Lanka ran that one hard, but he's also taken off himself 3 or 4 paces, then caught no. That's a huge wicket there to lose the Sri Lankan captain. He's gone for 4. Sri Lanka now a 5 for 150.
Gets an under edge. That's a wide delivery. He was looking to hit it square and eventually ends up with the boundary of the last ball. 6 of it, 156 for 5. The selectors, and that's, I believe, how highly they think of him as a player and as the future of Sri Lanka cricket.
You're 100% right, and you only have to look at where they've bowled him also. They've bowled him in pressure overs. They haven't been nervous to give him the ball when the game's on the line.
Pulled away on the leg side. He'll finish it off with the boundary. 9 off the over. Sri Lanka 176 for 5.
Sri Lanka is on 69. Wonderful shot. Now and again the Australian bowlers have bowled short and the Sri Lankans capitalized on it. Like the fact that Lalage is getting an opportunity to build an innings. Good little player. 2 former Sri Lanka under-19 captains together.
Lalage, good to see him back up the order at the left hand. 2 left-handers in the middle. It's all a tactical decision. It's Nathan Lyon who will have plenty of bowling in the test matches, getting himself prepared.
He's played the short ball well. In the gap, 4 more. He's playing a gem of an innings, Charita Sri Lanka. He gets off 69 with that boundary and moves to 73.
A beautiful shot, dragged down that time by Pat Cummins. Cross seam as well, double pace. A beautiful shot, reminds of a bit of Brian Lara there. He gets right in the middle of the bat, perfectly placed.
Going across his stumps, picking that line and angle from Pat Cummins. Nice partnership, 32 of 35 now. More of the same. That's what the crowd will be hoping for.
Very good batting. Boundary followed by a single. Just keep rotating the strike, keeping the scoreboard moving. 182 for 5 of 35 overs, 90 balls remaining. Run a ball will get them to 270. As the coach and the head coach and the assistant coach of Sri Lanka looks on.
Punit Wellalage, the son of Suranga Wellalage, also a domestic cricketer, played school cricket, captain of Prince of Wales in 1991. Prince of Wales College here in Sri Lanka, in Moratuwa. Seventh over, Pat Cummins. At least a couple, gets it wide of Marsh. Another expensive over from Australia's point of view.
Using the pace at that time, Wellalage. Carvey through the vacant cow point area, third man doing the job. Stephen Smith not playing today, hopefully trying to get fit. Probably the test series, maybe the next ODI, but Netherlands for sure, including Mitchell Stark, the full front line. Bowlers for Australia up in goal.
.36 bowled, 184 for 5.
Punit Wellalage being tested by some short deliveries by Pat Cummins. Well left by the young man. Now pace, this much quality of pace in his career so far, I'm pretty sure, but under the circumstances, doing a very good job for his country. Batting at number 7, getting a great opportunity still to come. The all-rounders Hasaranga and Chamika, and then the bowlers.
Lanka needed another partnership because Dasun Shanaka came and went. 14 overs remaining. Take it deep. But Chris Silverwood would want, the Sri Lankan coach. Projected scores, 7 and over gets you to 282. Cameron Green. Oh, what a hit, what a hit. Charita Salanka's timed that beautifully. That is his highest score in ODI cricket. Previously, it was 77.
Yeah, placed timed perfectly there by Asalanka. Pulled this time by Green, coming into his new spell, the second spell. Right in his good feet movement. And right in the middle of the bat, all around the ground. Beautiful shot.
That partnership with Dhananjay De Silva, he was playing second fiddle.
That's what the Sri Lankan think tank needs. 6 runs for over, keep them in the game. This is Charita Salanka's top scores. 18 not out in this game. And previously South Africa 77 was here, battled brilliantly in that series right throughout. He did, even the Indian series previously. Tipped to be the middle order batsman trying to get to the latter part of the game.
Early days for Charita Salanka, playing most of his cricket in these conditions. Mitch Marsh is back. Cummins used in shorter spells, and the problem for Finch has been his leading spinner Matthew Kuhneman. It's not been able to go to him. He's bowled 5 with the left-hander Salanka there. Finch reluctant to bring him back in. Couple of wickets to Mitch Marsh. He's been very useful.
Coming back from injury, I thought he bowled really well, especially the first spell. Bounce, the pace, the length, getting this price scalp of Pratham Nissanka, got the confidence high. Ever since then, he's been hitting the right length in this pitch more often than not. Batting at number 3, bowling those number of overs, a bonus for Australia.
Gets that through, Charita Salanka, showing his class. Down the ground, David takes it easily. Dunit Vellalage perishes.
And trying to get this run rate high this time. Vellalage perishes. I think he was doing the right thing. One of the batsmen had to go for it, and had to be Dunit Vellalage. We know Charith Asalanka has to bat through the overs, but couldn't get anywhere in the middle of the bat. And David Warner, we all know how safe he is when it comes to high catches. Straight away Australia brings in the bowling change and gets a scalp. Young Vellalage gone for 19, Sri Lanka 207 for 6.
Big shout by Kuhnemann. No one else was interested. A little bit of a glove on it then.
Alex Carey's interested here.
So Kuhnemann's convinced the rest to go upstairs, and they're going to have a look. So the review's taken.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out, and it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin vision, please. Still waiting, gents. All right, it's coming. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Fat line, fat line, fat line. One more time. Yes, fat line as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied. No bat involved. Ball tracker when it is ready, please. Ball tracker is coming. Pitching in line. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. Wickets hitting. Ramuks, you need to change your decision. Not out to out. You are on camera. Make a signal.
Good review. Good review taken by Australia. Kuhnemann made the appeal, but you feel that Carey was the one that made the decision to go upstairs. It was the right one. Karunaratne goes for 7. 2-2-2 for 7. 100 for Charith Asalanka. He punches the sky, and the Premadasa rises once more.
Well played, Asalanka. Well played indeed, young man. The one thing about this innings, he had to curb his natural game. Look at his teammates and appreciate the importance of this one. Under pressure, came to the crease at 3 for 34, but he delivered on the big stage under pressure. Well played.
It's going to be out the ground. That is out the ground.
This was always the danger for Australia. It's a first ball after he's brought up his 100. We know he has the power to clear the boundary. Paddy Cummins has just gone slow ball into the wicket, but Asalanka was up to the challenge and a solid base. The opportunity to free his arms. Now it's game on here for the Australians. They need the big wicket here.
Smeared away. Smeared away. 4 more. Huge runs.
We know how dangerous Sarenga is at the back end of the game. Short ball. Josh Hazlewood just hasn't got that high enough. Straight in the swinging arc. The Sri Lankan batsman. Another 4 to the total. His partnership now is looking dangerous. The 32, 25 balls.
Has he got it? I don't think he has. He hasn't. It's going to bring to an end a wonderful innings by Charith Asalanka. He will get warm applause as he leaves the ground, because it was an innings to remember, not only for all of us, but certainly for him.
Yeah, there's a tied shot there by Asalanka, but what an innings. Under pressure for his team. He walked to the crease at 3 for 34, and it just looked like at the end he lost all energy. Slow ball there. Paddy Cummins. Bat just twisted in his hand, just didn't have the strength to clear. Aaron Finch at long on. Little bobble, but safe catch there from the Australian captain. Young man, you can be proud of yourself. 110. Sri Lanka are now 8 for 256.
No, here's a run out. Here's a run out. There'll be 9 down.
It's a big play there from Australia. Once again, well fielded out in the deep. That's twice we've seen a run out come. Look at this. Just watch Hasaranga close. He's taken off and threw his mate up the river.
Yeah, not good running. Not good running. A lot of ball watching. A lot of ball watching. And Jeffrey van der Sey will have to go. He is run out without scoring. Sri Lanka 257 for 9. He wants the run. Hasaranga says get back. If he hits, he's gone. He's run him out. Can you believe it? No communication between the two. Hasaranga wasn't even interested when Hazelwood was at the end of his mark.
Give me the best side
But
on angle,
Tekshana
please.
has hit it and thought he'll take a single, and a direct hit has seen the end of the Sri
Yes, I am
Lankan innings
satisfied. I have a
with
decision
an
to the giant
over
screen.
still to bowl.
I can't really believe what I'm seeing there. Tekshana has had what you call an old-fashioned brain explosion. Hasaranga was sitting on the ground. He was not thinking about a one. Just look at this here. You can see him at the non-strikers. It's just poor cricket smarts. And in the end, that actually could be the difference in Sri Lanka winning this match.
Matthew Swepson with a direct hit. Runs out Mahesh Tekshana without scoring. Sri Lanka in their innings 258 all out. 2-1 up in the series, Sri Lanka. Australia need to level the series, and if they are to do so, they will need 259 from their 50 overs. Don't go too far. This should be a classic.
.259 is the target at the toss. If you told Sri Lanka this is what you have, they would have been very happy. But last in overs, 5 for 53. That's taken the wind out of the sails. You're in a position to get to 280, 275, 280. Jamika Karunaratne, one slip awaits.
Straight away on a length on the off stump. Oh, that hits the front pad. That hits the front pad. And Ruchirapalleguru thinks he's out. And Finch is not questioning it. He's walking away. That's a big wicket for Sri Lanka.
Been a good over. In fact, it's been a great passage of play for Sri Lanka. Right on the money. Wicket to wicket. A lot fuller. Finch gets that front leg in the way. I think it's a good decision, a very good decision from umpire Ruchirapalleguru. Crashing into the stumps, it would be an even better decision from Finch not to review. Karunaratne celebrates as Finch walks away. Australia's captain makes note. Australia 3 for 1.
Well, they're also celebrating a birthday. Isn't that lovely? A very happy birthday indeed. Plenty to celebrate. A birthday is always a good occasion to celebrate. The Honourable Minister. Down to long off. And he will get a boundary. Mid-off was deep. But Mitch Marsh going straighter. 25 for 1.
Very watchful, Australia at the moment, extremely watchful. Warner's going to find a boundary here. This will skip away over mid-wicket, but he's had enough of leaving the ball outside off stump.
Evening, HD. It's been a very watchful David Warner to start his innings. He's just starting to get back into a bit of rhythm now. If I'm honest, I think Shana's wasting this new ball. He's been cut a couple of times and hit through the covers from David Warner. He needs to go a lot straighter. Then he can bring his Karen ball in. The ball can skid on with the straighter one with the cross seam and bring first slip into play with his off spin. He's just gone too wide of off stump, allowed David Warner to free up his arms.
Well, the last ball of the previous over was just slightly over-pitched. And as soon as Marsh can step and hit, he'll do so. And he didn't middle it, but he got a boundary. That's a bit straighter.
Needs to be attacking those stumps. With David Warner in his first over, left 4 balls outside off stump, gave him the opportunity to have a good look at what was coming out of the hand, how much turn was in the wicket. He needs that ball on the stump, so he has to make a decision. That then brings the catches into play. Just exactly like that.
Wow. Not sure there's many who would find the outside edge with this. This is spun a mile. How far does he actually miss this by? I mean, he's missed that by a foot.
The key with that one, though, is he had to play at the ball. The ball was pitched on the stumps. Then if he does, one does skid with the new ball, brings LB or bowled into play.
Trouble, awful trouble. There's a huge mix-up. Marsh has got to go. And in the end, it's a stalemate.
That's what you want to see. You want to see your fielders backing up your bowlers. Mitch Marsh has got a nervous smile there. David Warner just threw a walk up and has a chat to his more junior partner. That's the last thing you want to see. Early call from Warner. Outstanding fielding. Marsh has gone on trust. It's lucky Dick Weller didn't have his glove off then. Marsh could have been in trouble at the non-striker's hand.
It's a good bit of fielding by Lanka. Diving away, stops it, and everyone will be looking and blaming him and saying you threw to the wrong end. But there was an awful mix-up. I mean, they almost touched gloves, Warner and Marsh.
He hasn't fired a shot yet.
He's got that fine. That will run away for 4. He's firing a few shots now, David Warner. That brings up the 50 partnership, and in just 49 deliveries.
For this shot from David Warner, he doesn't try to overhit the ball. Just times it says to me he's starting to get used to the pace of the wicket. He's picking the bowling. And he looks in control. He's using the crease well. Now he's putting the pressure back on the Sri Lankan bowlers. The one thing they have done all series is answer the challenge.
Goes fine again. And Tikshana will give up the chase early on. Big over for Australia. 13 from it. 58 for 1. I think Mitchell Marsh will be feeling exactly the same thing. He wants to put this young man under pressure. Who wins the battle? First blood to Mitchell Marsh.
It's a fraction short there. And Mitchell Marsh has got deep in his crease. That's the first 6 of the innings for not only Mitchell Marsh but Australia. He was looking for that, Mitch. You could see the frustrating building. That's the strength he has. He's got so much power. He's not switched on. It doesn't matter where the fielders are. He'll back himself to clear that fence. And this is the role he wants to play in the Australian team. His job's to come out and be the aggressor, put the attack back onto the bowler.
There it is, beautifully bowled. He gets turn, he gets him playing forward, and he finds the outside edge, Valaladay.
This is very, very clever bowling. Chris Silverwood's very happy with it. You see that just there, he just suckered Mitch Marsh in to just bend to the ball. He didn't need to. Made just away from that front pad. In the end, easy catch to first slip. Very, very clever bowling. Mitch Marsh is on his way now for 26. Australia at 2 for 66.
How close is that? It is been upheld by the umpire. Labuschagne done on the back foot. He's going to have a chat to Warner. Yes, he's referred it. So let's see.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out and it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin vision, please. Ball was close to the bat. I'll try it to check whether any bat involved there, please. Keep it rolling through, keep it rolling through, keep it rolling through. Yes, pad first, clearly pad first. I need ball tracker when it is ready, please. Ball tracker is coming. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Ramuk, you can stay with your original decision of out. I will let you know when you are on camera. You are on camera, confirm your decision.
No surprises there. That was a good decision by umpire Ramukwella. And Marnus Labuschagne has to take the long walk back. Jeffrey van der Seen has struck again. Gone for 14. 101 for 3.
Interesting numbers being put up just outside the Sri Lankan dressing room. It's the first time I'm seeing that. Oh, he's gone for it. Fielder in the deep. Takes it. Jeffrey van der Seen hangs on to it. That's a massive blow. The crowd know it.
It's a big wicket here from the Sri Lankans. That's just drifted away a little bit from Alex Carey. Spun back into his arc. He didn't really look confident with that. As soon as he's played that stroke, there was a man out there for that exact shot. It's a huge wicket there for Australia. And Carey is on his way for 19. And now Australia are 4 for 131.
Oh, through him. Dhananjay De Silva strikes. Sri Lanka have been looking for that wicket. And Dhananjay De Silva has provided it. Travis Head has to go. Bowled by a delivery that went straight through.
This is a huge moment here for Sri Lanka. You just look at that big gap there between Travis Head's bat and pad. There's a huge gap. He just played with his hands. Didn't take the energy to get right over the ball. He departs now, 27 runs. Australia now are 5 for 189. Interesting to see how aggressive he is to start with, whether he plays his reverse sweeps. That could be close. Big Shana likes it. He wants to go upstairs.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out and it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin vision, please. Looks to be no bat in all. I want to confirm with the ultra edge, please. Copy. Waiting for ultra edge. Still waiting. Keep it rolling through, keep it rolling. Okay. Fat line, satisfied, no bat involved. Ball tracker when it is ready, please. Ball tracker is coming, hitting outside. Impact in line. Wicket hitting, Guti, you need to change your decision. It out to out. I will let you know. You're on camera. Thank you, signal.
That's a brilliant review. The first reaction to the naked eye looked impact outside the off stump to me, but then it's a very, very, very good call. The baller was not enthusiastic, but the bowler was.
Yeah, credit's got to go to Dikshana there. Glenn Maxwell's on his way. He scored 1 tonight. Score is 6 for 190.
Dhananjay De Silva it is.
Yeah!
Oh my, is he gone? Is he gone? I think he is. How unfortunate is that for David Warner? He's stuck for 99.
TV umpire to director, we have.
But the Sri Lankans won't be complaining.
It's a fair delivery.
That is a huge blow. And just what the doctor ordered as far as Sri Lanka is concerned.
Keep it rolling through, keep it rolling through. Fat line, no bat involved. Give me the side down angle to check the stumping, please. Okay, bells are broken. Batsman well short of his ground. I have a decision to the giant screen.
David Warner has to depart for 99. It's been a fine innings. Australia now are losing 3 for 1, 7 for 192.
Done it, he's done it. This one skids on. Green plays back and loses his bails.
He was looking for that sweep. It was a late decision to try and get on to that back foot. He's a tall lad. Yep, got caught. He's got caught. Should have used his reach and get up to it. Van der Singh strikes at the right time to get Cameron Green gone for 13 to 23 for 8.
brilliantly bowled. That is brilliantly bowled. He's given him. They waited for the appeal. The appeal finally happened, and he's been given out.
I thought it was straight, but was there bat? Pat Cummins reviews it.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out and it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin vision, please. Looks to be no bat in all. I'll try to confirm that, please. Copy that. Waiting for Ultrage, Ruchira. Take it forward, director. Take it forward. Take it back, sorry. Take it back, one more frame. One more frame. Okay, now move forward, Okay, satisfied, no bat involved, fat line. Ball tracker when it is ready, please. Ball tracker coming, pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting, go back to on-field umpire, Ruchira, please. Ruchi, you can
Good
stay
position
with the
at the end. They took their time because Sri Lanka were not sure, but Ruchira Palleguru was sure. Malinga was screaming for that Yorker. Chamika Karunaratne produces it. Pat Cummins' effort comes to an end. 35 he's made, 240 for 9.
Four. Whatever the information was that Karunaratne sent out to the captain couldn't have been the correct one, because that's disappeared through cover.
Was a full toss, but it needed to be hit, and he hits it sweetly. Two men in the deep, they're behind square, probably looking to angle across the left-hander. It's down to 4 balls remaining and 15 required.
Yeah, I'm not sure Yorkers are the way to go. I know that many feel, but a Yorker's a difficult delivery to bowl. You've got number 10 and 11 at the wicket. The surface has got no pace in it. It's offered turn, run in, hit the wicket, bowl a cutter. He may hit one out the ground, but one will certainly go in the air. Goes again. It's quick. It's a quick outfield. Rulalagay does well. Just 2. Game still alive.
Clever from Kuhnemann. 13 off 3. It's not over. Another boundary off this ball. And then they'll be all quiet once again. Dasun Shanaka changes the field once more. Deep square leg being sent out. Mid-wicket stays. The man on the deep cover boundary in the circle. Third man's in the circle as well. You have to bowl it into the pitch. He's been giving it pace. He's not quick in terms of what he bowls.
They need a boundary. They needed a boundary, and Kuhnemann's delivered. We're not done here yet.
Oh no, the 250 is on the board. That's also seam up. Kuhnemann getting inside it. He knows fine legs in the circle. Makes good contact. It's really good from him because he's staying still. He's watching that ball all the way to the bat. It's not a swing. Can Kuhnemann do it? This is the biggest delivery of the series. Dasun Shanaka's gone for 10 off 4.
He's probably going to look for the Yorker now. He needs to take pace off the ball. He needs Kuhnemann to be able to... He's got to create the pace.
This delivery, he's got to somehow or other protect the boundary. Massive delivery. Dasun Shanaka, will he hold his nerve?
He's got it. That's 4. 4 to Kuhnemann. One more of those and we got ourselves a tie.
Wow. Lovely hit. And it's all been quick and quicker from Dasun Shanaka. In the slot he goes. 1 ball, 5 required, so 6 to win it. 4 to tie. He's got 3 fours in this over. Who would have thought it'll come down to this? The moment Pat Cummins got out.
Wanundu Hasaranga has made his way into the huddle and he's just indicating to all of them to keep calm. They're coming from all angles. The calmest man in the house is Chris Silverwood. Lasith Malinga's made his way around the boundary 3 or 4 times. Half the team are now together with the captain giving advice. He had to defend 19. He's now got 5 to defend off 1 delivery. And make sure that he keeps his front foot behind the line. The field. What's the field? At the moment, there's a 3rd man and a backward point in the 30-yard circle. There's a whole heap standing at the bowler's end.
Will you bowl to your field? He hasn't done that. Taking pace, cutters have worked, and that's what Dasun Shanaka usually bowls. But he's not gone to that. He's not done what he usually does and what suits this pitch. Now this last ball, he's under tremendous pressure. He's still not decided what he's going to do. Let's have a look at the field. 3rd man's in the circle, point behind square. On the circle as well. Point is on the boundary. Fine leg's gone down because Kuhnemann's liking that lap shot. Square leg comes in because 4 fielders need to be inside. Mid wicket, long on, long off. Asalanka will place himself at short extra cover. It's come down to the last ball. Matthew Kuhnemann on strike.
Everyone on the edge of their seat. Kuhnemann not even taking a breath. I suggest he takes 1 because here we go. High into the air. This will be taken and is. And Sri Lanka win the match and the series.
So he saved the best for the last. He's bowled a slower ball. 5 balls, Kuhnemann's been hitting him all over. What was required was taking the pace off, bowling it into the pitch. Dasun Shanaka finally finds it. But it's been a great game. Australia pushing and pushing all the way. But Sri Lanka celebrate right at the end. Win by 4 runs.
They won the toss this time, Australia, and they decided that they would chase. Sri Lanka 258 in 49 overs. They were bowled out. Wickets spread around the Australian bowling order, but Charit Asalanka 110, and along with Dhananjaya De Silva, they put on a wonderful partnership to ensure that they had a competitive total to defend. In reply, Australia bowled out with the last delivery of the match for 254. So Sri Lanka, they win by 4 runs and they've won the series. They 3-1 up. There's 1 to go though. What a night it's been, not only for all of us, but the whole of Sri Lanka. They can celebrate their team. They've got a good side. We hope you've enjoyed your night and we'll see you soon. Good night.